Hey guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Hub. Thank you for always coming back to watch our videos, and if you're new here, you're welcome. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Okay guys, today we are going to be making this beautiful top on the thumbnail. So I'm using one trouser length for this top. So the first thing you're going to do is to fold your fabric into 4, because I'm going to be cutting both the front and the back together. The front is going to be having an opening at the front, while the back is going to be closed. Okay, now I already folded my fabric into 4. Okay, can you see? Now the part that is open is going to be for the front. I'm going to go ahead and measure 30 inches because that's the length of my top, though I'm still going to be adding a band to it later. So I went ahead to mark 30 inches all the way across the fabric, so it helps me connect my points together. So after marking my 30 inches for the length, I went ahead to mark 13 inches for the sleeve opening. Okay, if you're on a bigger size, you can use 14-15 inches. So for me, I'm using 13 inches. Okay, so I went ahead to mark the 13 inches like you can see me do, like this. Okay, so I'm just going to connect that line. I'm just marking 13 inches all the way. So I'm connecting it because of the beginners, okay, so that you understand what I'm trying to do here. So I'm just connecting it like so. So guys, sorry for the chalk, it's not so visible because of the nature of the fabric that I'm working with, but just follow what I'm doing. Okay, you're going to get it. So can you see that the fabric is on fold? I'm just trying to explain. Okay, so after that, at that point where I marked the 13 inches, I'm just going to go ahead and impute my bust measurement. Okay, so the bust I'm working with divided by 4 is 9.5. okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark 9.5, and then I'm going to be adding extra 3 inches to it. Okay, it includes the ease allowance and of course the seam allowance, because this top is not a fitted one. Okay, so it's expected to be free. Okay, so I just added 3 inches extra to whatever measurement I have there. Okay, so if you want yours to be freer than my own, you can use 4 or 5 inches, but I used 3 inches. Okay, so now you come to the hem line and impute whatever measurement you have at that bust region. Okay, so whatever measurement you input at that part, just go ahead and mark it at the hem line and connect it into a straight line like you can see me do. Okay, can you see? So I'm just connecting it. Now coming back to the armhole region, so I'm just going to mark 1 inch from that place and then curve it in to have that shape, armhole shape there, so that it doesn't look sharp. So you connect that body to the sleeve part. Okay, like you can see me do. So I just connected it and that is it. Okay guys, moving to the neckline, I'm going to be using 3 inches width by 1 inch for the back neckline. I'm using 3 inches by 1 inch. Okay, the wideness is 3 inches and the depth is 1 inch for the back neckline. Okay, so that is what I'm doing basically. So after marking it, I'm just going to go ahead and create my round neck for the back. Okay, so for the front, it's going to have a V neckline. Okay, So the back is going to be round while the front is going to be V. Now after that, I'm going to mark 1 inch for my shoulder slope. It is optional, you can decide to leave yours like that. It's still going to come out fine, but then there's this effect you get when you slope, you create your shoulder slant. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. It's just going to sit properly on your shoulder. Okay, so that is what I'm doing. I just marked 1 inch from my shoulder slope and connected it to the neckline. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out. Just watch what I'm doing, guys. See the parts that I'm cutting. Okay, so after cutting, can you see? So that's the back. I'm just going to remove the back first. So after that, now for the neckline of the front, I marked 7 inches, like you can see me do like this. After marking my 7 inches, I'm just going to mark 1 inch. Can you see that part? 1 inch. That is the part that is open. Sorry, I marked half an inch. I beg your pardon. I marked half an inch, not 1 inch, half an inch, all the way to the hemline. Okay, so that is what I'm doing at that part. So I'm just marking half an inch, and then I'm going to connect it into a straight line, like you can see me do. So after marking it, remember I've marked 7 inches first, so I'm just going to connect that neckline like that to that part to meet with the 7 inches I've marked earlier, and then from that part I'm going to connect it to join that half an inch that I've marked down to the M. Just watch what I'm doing. Can you see? To the M. Okay, that's what I'm doing basically. Now to create that effect that we have at the front, the front is not straight at the M line, so we are going to be creating that effect that we have at that part. So I just came up by 10 inches. I marked 10 inches, like you can see me do, like I'm placing my tape. I marked 10 inches. After marking my 10 inches, can you see the 10 inches? So I marked 10 inches. So now after marking my 10, that's where my hand is. So from that region, that sharp edge there, so I'm going to mark 5 inches. Okay, 5 inches. Can you see? So now watch me carefully. So from that part, I'm just going to connect to meet with the 5 inches and then to the 10 inches. So that 5 inches will just help to guide me while I'm curving it. Okay, so I came up by 10 inches first, and then from that edge I marked 5 inches inward, and then I'm just connecting into that curve line to meet with the side, like you can see me do. Okay, so after that I just grab my scissors and I started cutting. I'm sorry guys, that part did not show very well, so I'm just cutting like you can see me do, following the shape that I already created. Okay, so guys, you can be creative. Okay, don't be restricted. You can do anything, you can manipulate anything at this point, and then it's going to come out fine. You can try something new. So now coming to the band, because the top has a band all around. Okay, so now for the band I'm going to be using 3 inches. So by the time you fold it, it's going to be 1.5. Okay, when you fold it, it's going to be 1.5. When you open it up, it's going to be 3 inches. So that is what I'm doing basically, cutting 3 inches. So I just folded the remaining fabric that I have left, and I cut 3 inches like this. So I have long piece, I have all this long piece, so I'm going to be joining them together to create my band. Now At this point I was done cutting, and the first thing you're going to do is to place your back on the front, right side facing right side, and you're going to go ahead and join the shoulders like you can see me join. So you place them together and then join the shoulders like so. So at this point I was done joining the shoulders together. So now can you see what we have? The top is coming together gradually. So after joining the shoulder, can you see this piece that I cut out from the side while I was cutting? I'm going to be using it for the band for my sleeve. Okay, so what I have there is 4 inches wide by 16.25. okay, so that's what I'm going to be using for my band for the sleeve. Okay, so that part is not that straight, so I'm just trying to shaping it a little. So after that I'm just going to place my sleeve and the band right side facing right side, and then I'm going to create some pleats so that it can fit into the band. Okay, so I'm creating some pleats so that it can fit into the band. So I created like 4 pleats on both sides. So at this point I was done joining my band to the sleeve, and I also top stitched. Can you see what I have there? I also top stitch on both sides. Okay, so after joining I flipped it to the other side and I top stitch on it. Okay, now after that I'm going to go ahead and close the sides of the top using 1 inch. I think I used 0.75 to close my side. Okay, so now after closing you're going to measure all the way around from that edge. You're going to measure what you have so you will know the amount of fabric you're going to be needing for the band. Okay, so just measure it all the way around. For me, I think I had 115. Yes, I think I have 150 when I was done measuring it. So that's what you're going to do. Now this is my long piece already cut out, so I've joined the pieces together. Okay, so now after, you're going to close the side first before you start joining. Okay, so I'm just illustrating that you close the side. After closing the side, you're going to place it right side facing right side like so, and then you're just going to start stitching it all the way around. Yes, when you get there you move to the back, and then so at the end of it, this is what I have when I was done. I didn't arrange the back very well. The belt was pulling at this other side, so this is what I had when I was done. Can you see how beautiful? You can rock it with a belt and you can rock it without a belt. So guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. Also share this video. My name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Hub. Don't stop learning, keep learning. Bye.